of her evil. And I know of her relations with the devil. I know because I saw her naked. I saw because I was made to see. I tried to run, but I was made to see. And then he called to me. He knew my name. Although I resisted, I was made to watch.
In a remote period of American history, there was among the high hills, not far from Tarrytown, a drowsy little Dutch settlement, long known as Sleepy Hollow. There are some who say that this enchanted region was bewitched by a high German doctor. Others say that an Indian wizard held his powwows here. Certain it is that some power held a spell over the minds of the good people. The whole neighborhood abounds with local tales of haunted spots and twilight superstitions, and the most fearsome spirit of all, the Headless Horseman. Now it happened that a very peculiar school teacher came to Sleepy Hollow. His name was Ichabod Crane. And to see him striding along with his tattered clothes fluttering about him, one might have mistaken him for the specter of famine descending upon the earth. His schoolhouse on a crisp winter day buzzed with the low murmur of his pupils' voices, interrupted now and then by the authoritative voice of the master, accompanied by the crack of a birch stick. Ichabod's scholars were not spoiled, and all of this he called doing his duty. He was not, as you may have imagined, one of those cruel potentates of the school who joy in the smarting of his subjects. He administered justice with discrimination rather than severity. When school hours were over, he would often walk a student home, especially the ones who had mothers who were noted for the comforts of the cupboard. Knowing that his rustic patrons were apt to consider schoolmasters as mere drones, he would often render himself useful and agreeable. Then, late at night, sitting by the fire, he listened to old Dutch wives' tales of ghosts, goblins, and haunted fields. Especially the tale of the Headless Horseman. While listening, all snug by the chimney, Ichabod was only mildly apprehensive. But afterwards, on his walk homeward, what fearful shapes and shadows beset his path. Among Ichabod's musical disciples was Katrina van Tassel, the daughter and only heir of a substantial Dutch farmer. On his way to her house, Ichabod rolled his great eyes over her father's fat meadowlands. In his devouring mind's eye, he pictured to himself every duck roasted succulent brown, each little porker with an apple in its mouth, strutting turkeys on plates swimming in gravy. How he sighed and yearned for the blooming Katrina van Tassel, who would inherit all these domains.
Hear our voices joyously sing this fervent song, wafting o'er the hillside in the evening calm.
Ichabod's most formidable rival was Brom Bones, who was the hero of the countryside and Katrina's tutor.
Take the spear of hope and cheer and banish all your woes.
Ichabod loved to watch her tender face form sweet round vowels. Brom fumed with jealousy, but he knew he could not regain Katrina's affections by physically assaulting an obviously weaker opponent. So he employed his natural inclination for fun and mischief.
Sweetly sing this
Katrina sent Brom away. Brom left, but he vowed revenge. Ichabod rejoiced. Katrina had brushed aside the main impediment to his pursuit of her affections. Some time later, Ichabod was handed a note. An invitation to attend a party at the Van Tassel mansion. Ichabod imagined himself in the true style of a cavalier. He saw an admiring Van Tassel bestowing upon him his total wealth. He was certain that tonight he would win the heiress' hand. Ichabod, gallantly mounted on a borrowed steed, lurched along toward the Van Tassel estate. When he entered, the conquest of his heart was complete. A world of charms burst upon his enraptured gaze. Not those of the bevy of buxom lasses, but the ample charms of a genuine Dutch country table. Ichabod was a peculiar creature whose spirits rose with eating as some men's do with drink. Ichabod prided himself on his dancing as much as on his vocal powers. Not a limb nor a fiber about him was idle. To see his loosely hung frame in full motion, clattering about the room, you would think St. Vitus himself was whirling before you in person. He was the admiration of all present, except Brom Bones. When the dance was at an end, Ichabod was attracted to a group of older folks who sat and doled out their wild and wonderful legends. Many dismal tales were told about funeral trains and cries and wailings. Some mention was made of the woman in white who haunted the dark glen at Raven Rock. She was often heard to shriek on winter nights before a storm. Seeing Ichabod trembling in every limb, Brom Bones immediately added a tale of his own, an encounter with their favorite specter, the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. He affirmed that returning one night from a neighboring village, he had been overtaken by the midnight trooper himself. He raced home. And just as they came to the church bridge, the Headless Horseman bolted and vanished in a flash of fire. To Brom's satisfaction and delight, Ichabod was terror-stricken. Ichabod lingered behind, according to the custom of country lovers, fully convinced that he had won Katrina's heart. What passed between them, no one knows. But something went wrong. Was her encouragement of the poor pedagogue all a mere sham to secure her conquest of his rival? Ichabod, heavy-hearted and crestfallen, pursued his way homeward. It was the witching hour. All the stories of ghosts and goblins now came crowding upon his recollections. The night grew darker and darker. He had never felt so lonely and dismal. He was, moreover, approaching the very place where many of the scenes of the ghost stories had been laid. Suddenly, a strange sound caught the sensitive ear of Ichabod. In the dark shadow of the grove, he beheld a huge, misshapen, black, towering mass, like some gigantic monster ready to spring upon him. Ichabod burst forth into a fervent psalm tune.
Hear our voices joyously sing this fervent song.
Ichabod was momentarily relieved until he cautiously opened one eye and spied a horseman of large dimensions trotting alongside. Ichabod was never again seen in that region. Many stories were called to mind and considered and compared. But in the end, the old Dutch wives, who are the best judges in these matters, maintained that Ichabod was spirited away by the Headless Horseman. And to this day, it is a favorite story, often told about the neighborhood.
What do you say? Try your luck. Break a balloon, win a baboon, right over here.
They didn't know that in that wild, frenzied ride, they'd pass from the living. This picture begins where Hitchcock stopped and climaxes in nerve-shattering terror.
I had to kill him.
Carnival of Blood, a colorful merry-go-round of death.
What's taking you so long? God, service should get in this place. Service should get in this place.
Get out of line, and you're in the Carnival of Blood.
You got girlfriends?
In this game, the best prize you can win is your life.
again. Gimpy, tell me where you got the bear. Gimpy.
To witness the unfolding of these detailed events with a friend, someone who might remain unchanged throughout this traumatic experience. Carnival of Blood, a Kurt Films presentation, coming to this theater soon.
I know of it.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Singh.
Good evening, everyone.
How we doing tonight, Evan?
I'm doing good. Is your mic on, Garrett? Hey, everybody. Can we hear Garrett? Can we? Well, how's everybody out there doing? I see all of our friends here in the chat.
All of our very good friends in the chat. Kathy, Sears, Alana, Thomas, Tom, let's see, James, and if I'm missing anybody, William. Hope y'all are doing well on this Friday night. I'm doing
all the pumpkin talk we've got going.
Hey, this is the perfect time of year for it,
Welcome
right?
to Pumpkin Talk.
Pumpkin
That's
Talk.
the new show.
Hey, I mean, everything you've ever wanted to know about pumpkins and more.
But we're too afraid to ask.
Right. Yeah, because I mean they're intimidating. Let's be honest, right? Especially a jack-o'-lantern. I mean,
right. Yeah. I mean, where do you start? Do you go from the front or the back?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I mean,
Do you need a horse?
you know, yeah. I think if you just get the horse to kick the pumpkin right, maybe it'll just make the face. Like, have you seen people? They've been using power washers to make the. You just got to get creative with how you do it. So.
Yeah, you get it. You get it like a horseshoe, but it's a stencil.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You get some kind of interesting face out of that. You know.
It's the new Mr. Ed show.
Pumpkin talk. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, yeah, and I mean, if that cartoon didn't already put you in the pumpkin mood, I mean, it's fall, y'all. I mean, we're yeah.
I love that cartoon.
Seeing that jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, that cartoon.
The spindly, spidery Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, like you want to talk about like a twig of a man. That's like the most cartoon representation.
He's got a hell of a metabolism.
I guess so. I mean, the animation style plus John Carradine, obviously recipe for success. I mean, come on. So yeah, that was in a very enjoyable cartoon, and yeah, I mean, that's the only Sleepy Hollow you're really gonna get here tonight. Just go ahead and no, I mean we are getting this kind of classic fall American folklore. We're getting a play on it, not an adaptation. But it's that time of year. It's just even an excuse to talk about an iconic American fall story. I mean, it's, I'll take it.
Welcome, William.
Hope you are doing well tonight. And yeah. I mean, you know what? Pumpkin, we need you guys to have a pumpkin carving contest. That's what we need.
Yeah. We've got an email for the show, right?
Right, yeah. We get an email. Send us your
Send us your jack-o'-lantern.
I already told them to if they want to send us a shout out to be included in our Scream Stream Halloween Bonanza.
Ooh.
Then they can email us those screamstreamshow@gmail.com. Why am I forgetting that? I used to know that like that. Screamstreamshow@. It's on our YouTube channel page if I'm not getting it right, but
so Sleepy Hollow. It's actually not like somehow Sleepy Hollow has like completely flown under my radar. I really don't even know the story that well.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Was the cartoon that we just watched, was that like a fairly accurate adaptation?
I'd say it's pretty close. We're gonna really dig into it later tonight. We will dig into the story, and what we're gonna find is that there's really not like many adaptations of this, but I find that the ones that do exist that are straight adaptations kind of hew fairly closely to what the actual story is. But
yeah, it's crazy. I know, guys. I don't even know how, but somehow I've just like I really couldn't. The only thing I know about Sleepy Hollow is guy with a pumpkin head, and there's a dude named Ichabod Crane.
Right.
That's it. So
that's all you really need to know. I mean, that's the, No, I mean, yeah, it's this love triangle. So, I mean, there's a lot to it. So we'll get into it because again,
it sounds like one of those like those like the Regency era novels where it's like a big complicated love triangle and it's like people's land and like you gotta marry this person because they've got a big house or whatever. It's all very complicated.
It is. Yeah. I mean, and I've got some details on that in terms of the author Washington Irving, kind of how he created this story and where the elements kind of came from. So it's interesting. And again, because what we're doing, and I said this last night, and I say this every time, it's a pendulum swing from episode to episode. Last week we had this really high quality, high budget, I guess for lack of a better terminology, state-run production of a classic Russian folklore. Well, it wasn't real folklore. How could I forget about that? It was all made up by the author. But it was an adaptation of this story. And now we're going to low-budget indie Americana with Curse of the Headless Horseman, which, again, not a straight adaptation of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, are we getting a love triangle?
I don't possibly. I know we're getting hippies.
Okay.
And we're getting an Old West town.
This really is. This is complete.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Yeah.
Big swing here.
Big swing here. And
welcome, Sally, by the way.
Sally, hope you're doing well on this October Friday night. This is a pendulum swing, 110%. And especially when I get into like the people involved and all that, you're gonna see it's funny. That's what I love about these like indie films, like these indie horror films, super low budget that I haven't heard of before, is when I can actually like fill out a fact sheet. Okay, and it's like, oh, okay, there's actually some interesting stuff here. There's a little more. This movie does not have a good reputation. I'll go ahead and tell you that. But again, what we do here, we have fun with these films when we put them into context, right? When we get the facts, who's involved, why it was made, how it was, you get some context to it, and you're like, oh, okay, it's a little more interesting now that I know kind of how we got this weird thing that we're watching. So,
what year are we looking at again?
This is 1972. Okay. It's actually the same year as the cartoon that we saw.
Okay.
So, yeah, that even more another
question. When was Schoolhouse Rock made? Was that also in the 70s?
I believe so. I couldn't tell you 100%. Our audience out there, I'm sure some of y'all know exactly when Schoolhouse Rock was running. But yeah, if I was just ballparking it, I'd say 70s.
I was getting some big Schoolhouse Rock vibes.
Big time. Cartoon. It definitely just reminds you the kind of thing that you'd watch like in school, like on a VHS tape, like, or a laser disc.
When the teacher rolls out the laser disc player.
The big old cart. Yeah. Oh, good times. Yeah, I mean, and I, it's funny. This is a story. I'll get more into it later, but I wouldn't say it's like personal to me necessarily, but in the way that you haven't really, this hasn't really been on your radar. This is one that's kind of like been on my radar for a long, long time. So it's kind of, we'll dig into that. It's interesting.
How familiar are you with just like this story? Have you ever read the Irving?
I haven't read the straight story. I think I probably looked at like an illustrated classics type version of it. Not even illustrated classics. I know I had some kind of more picture booky version of it. And it's often, and I think it was paired with Rip Van Winkle, which I don't know if that's been on your radar, Rip Van Winkle.
I mean, I know about Rip Van Winkle.
It's the same author. They're usually grouped together. I think they were published in the same like collection of stories. So yeah, it's not one that I think I've actually sat down and read the actual Washington Irving text, but it is one that I've read and watched versions and seen. We'll talk about it. It's interesting.
Okay. Is there like a one like really well known adaptation?
I would say it's for most people now it's the 1999 Tim Burton adaptation with Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane, and he's more like a criminologist type than a school teacher.
Is his wife in it?
No. Wait, who? Tim Burton's wife or I mean, yeah, you take your pick, right? Either way. Yeah, that is one that actually, I mean, I remember seeing, like, I was probably too young to be seeing it, but like, as young as like 5 or 6, remember it being like on the TV and being like, whoa. Like, and knowing then that I liked Tim Burton movies, it's very much like a Tim Burton horror movie, and it kind of harkens back to kind of more old school, like British horror, and the Headless Horseman. Christopher Walken is the Headless Horseman. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. Oh, you got to see that one. It's pretty good. It's fun. It's very like old school fun. Tim Burton. This is when he was still like making like some good movie, like still making hits.
Yeah. In his prime.
Yeah.
Does the Headless Horseman talk? Is he known for talking? He didn't seem to be. All he did in that cartoon was chase the guy.
Yeah, I don't think so, because even in like the in the Tim Burton movie, Christopher Walken does not talk. So like you got to think that's a plus, I mean, what is he gonna say? Like, let's just not have him talk. But he had these like metal looking teeth, or I don't know. His teeth look crazy. So yeah, that's a.
But he's headless. Where's
Well, he's got his head.
Oh, okay.
It's his head. It's not a pumpkin.
It's not a pumpkin.
Not a pumpkin.
See, that was the other thing I was wondering. I was like, Headless Horse, like, is it always a pumpkin? Or am I way off base for what I've,
No, I think to the actual story itself, I think it's a pumpkin. I think that's where that comes from. But then I think other things kind of interpreted it as just, well, look, we've got actually, we've already been talking a lot about Headless Horseman stuff. I've still got plenty more that we're going to kind of dig into this. It's just a teaser, just to whet your appetite with Headless Horseman information, because we got plenty for you tonight. And speaking of, well, I guess not whetting our appetite, maybe more wetting our whistle. Evan, as always, brings us a delicious cocktail to pair with the evening's film and a little segment which he calls...
What were you drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
Well, tonight we've got another, this was another chat-inspired recipe. Last week, we said we're watching Sleepy Hollow. That was the one thing. I would have gone this way anyway, even if you guys hadn't. That's the one thing I know about Sleepy Hollow is pumpkins. So we're doing a pumpkin cocktail. And that, as I think Kathy alluded to earlier, it's not as easy to find. You can find some pumpkin flavored stuff around, coffee and stuff like that, but you might end up having to make your own pumpkin stuff to use for stuff like cocktails, because what I've gone with tonight is I was looking around for other kind of recipes kind of in the ballpark, and I was kind of pleasantly surprised to find that there are a lot of other, like, pumpkin cocktails are a thing people do. Like, there's a whole, that's a fall thing, people do it, and I found the idea to make pumpkin syrup, and so that's what I did, and I kind of based the other ingredients around the pumpkin syrup, because I've done this a couple other times earlier in the show, but making your own syrup, you can do a lot of different fun stuff with that.
Really? Yeah. I've never attempted to make my own syrup.
Well, you boil water and then you put sugar in it, and plus whatever else you want to infuse into the syrup. So what I did is I took pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, but just pumpkin puree, and added some, they just sell pumpkin pie spice. Let that let it all dissolve, simmer, put it on a simmer for 20-30 minutes, and then strained it through strained it a few times through a wire mesh, so you just get the syrup. And I haven't tried it yet, but I had my kitchen smelled like autumn heaven.
Oh,
it
hell
smelled
yeah.
So good.
You gotta love it. I mean, yeah, anytime you got the spices going,
And whenever I was doing that, whenever I was making it, I realized what this actually is pretty similar to is something I've made before, which is if you make Mai Tais, you make what's called Dawn's Mix, which is really just cinnamon syrup. This is basically just that, but with pumpkin and allspice and nutmeg. But anyway, so we've got the pumpkin syrup, but we need some alcohol in our cocktail. So tonight's cocktail is called the Hollow Head. It is made with bourbon, Kahlua, Irish cream, and pumpkin syrup.
Okay, hell yeah.
So we've got pumpkin, coffee, nice smoky bourbon, and a little bit of cream just to smooth it out. I think this is gonna be good.
It sounds delicious. I cannot wait for this. You know me, I love any kind of anything that gets a little, I mean, I don't want to say White Russian-y, because I wouldn't say that this is quite that, but anything that's got,
it's in the ballpark. It's kind of closer to a mudslide, but with bourbon.
Okay.
But
thank you, sir. Here it is.
We got a nice dusting of pumpkin pie spice on the glass.
It looks great. Smells great.
Amazing.
Smells so good.
It smells like a candle, but like in a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
It smells like autumn.
Not overpowering. It's delicious.
All right, well, I think we're gonna give this a try.
Well,
cheers, everybody. This is the Hollow Head.
Cheers. Smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah.
I mean,
very.
Like, just the right amount of sweet. Nothing's too like overpowering. Everything kind of is existing. You know, the alcohol is there, but it's not like too strong.
Yeah, I'm getting like the Bailey's most on the front end, but like after like a few seconds, I'm kind of getting the pumpkin pie like in the back, like in the corners of my mouth.
Yeah, I kind of.
Good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, a nice creamy slice of pumpkin pie for you here. Oh yeah, it's fall, so I broke out my sweater. I'm over here, I'm sweating.
It's the sweater weather. It's time.
It is. I'm toasty. I feel good.
Well, Evan, I gotta tell you, this is fall in a glass. I mean, this is if this doesn't get you in the mood, I don't know what will. I mean, this is terrific.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing is I've got so much pumpkin syrup left. We might be having. I mean, I don't know what we're watching next week, but if I can't think of anything, I'm just gonna make some pumpkin mai tais.
Hey,
break
hell
out the
yeah.
pineapple.
Ooh, okay. Look out. Who said Schlocktail season was over?
Revenge of summer.
I mean, I don't know if it's last night I said this. This season has been a little more disproportionately schlocky than normal. Normally it's just reserved for the summer, but I think when I start to look at what we've had for the most part this season, it's been pretty schlocky. And I think,
are we in the bottom of the barrel?
No, like that's the thing. That's what I was like, kind of like, I was talking to Evan a little bit about this beforehand. It's like, I've still got like some cream of the crop stuff that I've been like saving. Still not like the best of the best, but stuff that's still considered like iconic kind of public domain horror that maybe isn't as well known to me, you know? I've been sitting on it, but again, it's like, you want to evenly space it out so we don't just get to a point where we're just scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's what
waffles.
Yeah, ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds delicious. Yeah, I mean, but this tonight's film is interesting, and it comes to us from writer, director, producer Leonard Kirtman, who was involved in the two films that we saw the trailers for in our pre-roll. Can't remember what the first one was called Death by Invitation, which I believe was made before this. He was a producer and like kind of writer on that. And then the other film that he's more well known for is Carnival of Blood, which was the second trailer that we saw. Fun trailer. And that is actually the film that Curse of the Headless Horseman played on a double bill with. So it's Carnival of Blood was at the top of the bill, and then tonight's film, Curse of the Headless Horseman, that was second in the bill. But they're both films by Leonard Kirtman. And he's actually mostly involved in the porn industry. And yeah, like before and after this, like for a brief like time in the 70s, he made these three like straight like horror films, and then everything else is like pornography.
Have there ever been any like porn parodies of Sleepy Hollow?
Oh, I'm sure there is. For all we know, he had to have made one.
Sleepy Swallow.
Oh my. That's very well done, Evan. That's terrific. Coming to a nasty porno theater near you. Yeah, I'm sure you dig through his filmography, which I didn't have the time to dig through all those dirty titles on IMDb today, but rest assured there was a lot in there. But you know, Carnival of Blood is kind of the more well-known film, and then this is again, it's a little more derided, but I think the people involved and just the basic story that we're dealing with, I think there's enough interesting elements here that we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And again, this is one that I haven't seen, but the Sleepy Hollow story in general, I mean, yeah, it's a story that I've always been familiar with. So when I first saw this title, I was like, oh, hell yeah, a public domain Sleepy Hollow movie. And then when I started reading like the synopsises, I was like, okay. Hey, but if you want some Headless Horseman action, we're going to have that for you tonight. So we are definitely looking forward to it. Anything before we get into Curse of the Headless Horseman tonight, Evan?
Hey, Garrett, you know which Spice Girl is my favorite?
Which one, Evan? Pumpkin Pie Spice?
Tastiest of all the...
Totally forgot about her.
She was in the back.
That's right. I mean, you know.
She only came out in the fall.
Right. You're right. Seasonal. The seasonal Spice Girl.
The seasonal Spice Girl. She's just here for a few months and then she's gone till next year.
Hell yeah, that is amazing. Pumpkin Pie Spice. That was terrific. You're on fire tonight. Well, on that note, I think without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of Curse of the Headless Horseman right now. Kurt Films.
The story will be told, but non-believers are doomed. This time, someone might escape. Before the curse begins again, before someone else is taken.
Okay, that's certainly eerie.
The way they look at him, do they know?
Hell yeah.
Is this a
In
spaghetti
just
western?
a few minutes. Or is it an eternity? Brenda and Mark will decide if they now might marry. If the lawyers tell him that his Uncle Callahan left a sizable estate. 2 long years must pass before he finishes his residency. 2 years of waiting for Brenda. Uncle Callahan is dead. It was called a terrible accident. There was a closed coffin. Only his clothing identified him.
This narrator is ridiculous.
Yeah, I sure am glad we're getting all of this exposition through narrator.
Otherwise, we'd have no clue what's going on. Wow. I mean, it's, you know. I mean, I just floored by the line, a few minutes, or maybe it was an eternity. What? Hell yeah.
Go ham.
Pizza.
Somebody take a pizza. Two at this table. I love you, but I love you, pizza.
This bunch of maniacs don't eat pizza. They inhale it.
Is this that one guy that says a pizza's not even really that good anyway? There's always that one guy. Well, I don't even really like pizza. We know this one. How do they get the rights for this? Oh, we're still getting credits. Okay. Ken Ridge is a pseudonym for Leonard Kirkman.
How you doing, John? I was all night talking. Yeah, but you go, talk to somebody else. She was giving me the eye, man. She wasn't giving me the eye. She was.
We're just like a fly on the wall at this happening.
She was giving me the eye, man.
Uh-oh. Fight. Hell yeah. Come on.
I feel like it didn't take much for that to...
Hey, fellas.
Hey, let him go, man. Come on, man. It's supposed to be a party. Come on.
Just keep singing.
Just all calm down, sing a little La Bamba, have a few beers, a few tokes, and just take it easy.
Fellas, this is a party.
Is the excitement over with now? I'm glad everybody's here now, so come on, gather around. I got something to tell you. First, the good part.
The inheritance. Hey, what about it?
What did you get, $1 million? Hold it down. My Uncle Callahan left me his ranch. The ranch? Now the
ranch?
There's a codicil.
What's the codicil?
It's a condition.
I got a condition.
The condition is that I've got to make the ranch pay off and show a good profit within 6 months, or it's not going to become mine legally.
What kind of weird
so would you all like to go out and see it tomorrow morning?
East Side Kids story did we step into? He's hanging out with this gang of
11 o'clock in the morning, we'll split, and we'll all go out and take a look at it together.
We gotta save the ranch, everybody.
Come on.
Band together all the free spirits and save the ranch.
It's another pseudonym for Leonard Kirkman.
It is like living in the silence between the ticks of a clock for Mark to see all of this again. Remember childhood, innocence, and freedom? Remember it, for it is gone now.
I'm sorry, is this the criminologist from Rocky Horror Picture Show?
It goes to the caretaker, Solomon, who lives on the land. He is part of the land, part of everything that happens. Solomon is always here. Yes, you might well say ghost town. But even the spirits have left it to the wind and the rain and the dust. Is there time to even try for repairs?
I don't know.
A Saturday and a holiday. A few tourists. But even the curious arrive only rarely. Jim, the justice of the peace, still narrates the Saturday afternoon shows. People have forgotten the murder. That was 1928. A distant eternity for the memory.
Wow. Look at the size of that guy.
Too much. He must weigh 350 or something like that.
Oh.
God.
Nice.
You know, I don't know how in the hell we're going to make a go of this place, honey. Look at all this property.
Well, I'm sure we can get some revenue or some business from it just by leaving it the way it is.
Only Uncle Callahan had a hard enough time making taxes meet on this joint.
Well, but you know how he is. He had a terrible time with businesses and stuff.
The boys are the sons of the first men who staged the gunfights here. That was before it happened.
I don't know,
Okay.
baby.
What?
There's a
Is
lot
that
of
important?
problems here.
Well, if we can't think of anything, maybe we should ask the other kids. Maybe they can think of something. They have a
Okay.
few ideas.
After the show, then we'll all get together this evening and talk about it. Maybe somebody will come up with something.
Before Uncle Callahan, before Mark, it's all beginning again.
Ain't that a blast?
Do you think these stunt guys would work here for a little, cheaper price? I know Uncle gave them, a few dollars every day, but...
No, you can't get
Oh, hell yeah.
Hi there. My name is Mark. I'm the new proprietor here.
Howdy, Mr. Mark. My name's Sandy Ray.
Hi, Sandy. Sandy, this is my fiancée, Brenda.
Howdy, man.
Hey, that was some show you guys
He's
put
just
on.
standing downhill.
On weekends.
Hey, well, look, just because I'm taking over the place, no sign you have to stop doing your show.
That's not the main thing. We need
I guess he looks
to keep
small.
it shape here.
Well, I can't pay you too much, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, but I help you get started.
Hey, I'd really appreciate it, Sandy. Hey, why don't you come over and I'll introduce you to the rest of the gang? Groovy. Come on, honey.
So this guy playing Sandy is
Hey,
like
hold it
the
down, guys.
actual
Say hi to Sandy. He's going to give us a hand around here.
guy that staged the gunfights at this real Old West town.
I just trying to grab his gun.
Probably.
Let's check out this hobo jungle, see if there's anything worthwhile.
All right.
How many shows can we go down and see if we can all about music together?
So many people.
Let's go, shall we?
Yeah, Sears, I actually believe that was his nickname.
Shortest
Shorty.
gun in the West.
Shorty?
Is this the chuck wagon?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's the miner's cabin.
Miner's cabin.
Enjoy the sunshine. Relax. Wander about.
What?
Soon it will be night.
Why is that?
There will be a moon. A special moon.
Yeah, I'd give that an idea up too. It's a dumb idea. We might have a yikes coming up soon. It's gonna be a yikes.
Hey, Bob, hey, is that a real covered wagon?
Yes, Stanley, it's a real covered wagon.
Hey, this place is really neat. Hey, how come all the
Is that a real covered wagon? No.
It's just a reproduction.
Clouds so swift, the rain
You want to stop that guy, or
You gonna do something?
big time? Jesus Christ! And now they're playing this song, which is another big song. I can't believe they got the rights for. Really odd song choice for what's happening right now.
How are we gonna save the ranch?
Of course, every old West town's got to have a little chapel.
Of course. Where else are you gonna get married? Little West Town.
Bees Nest in the house. Welcome, bees. Hope you're doing okay this evening.
Hi, Lorelai. Hi. Sit down. Hi. How are you? Okay.
Have you asked you to marry him yet?
Well, you know, we were planning on it, but now that the inheritance is just this and no money, I don't know what we're going to do. It'll probably take about 6 months, if not longer.
Oh, that's too bad.
I
I know I'll do. I'll speak to the gods for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, I often speak to the gods for my friends.
Well, does it work?
Of course it does. I'm part Indian, you know.
Oh, well, then it's got to work. Okay.
Come on, let's go get something to eat.
Okay.
Come on.
What do you think they're gonna have to eat? Beans.
Hi, Beck. Hi,
Hi, Neil.
Where you been?
Oh, up in the mountains. It's really beautiful. There's some nice caves and stuff.
Yeah, we went inside, you know, and hiked
Yeah, I
all
was just
around.
poking around inside, and they got this far-out stage and auditorium in there.
Oh, well, wait until Grace and Ellis Enterprises hear about that.
Really?
Oh, wow, stage. Hey, you guys, sit down. Just a second.
Poking around in some caves.
Jimmy, come here. I got an idea. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh no, not improv sketch comedy.
Grace and Alice Enterprise present A Hard Day at Work. This is really a drag. Every day, the same thing. Every day. Bummer, man. It really brings me down. Well, I hate cruising junior high school. These girls are really pretty. Just go. Oh, I saw Roger.
Roger?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's what I got.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
He's got this, this new stuff, man. It's from,
Really?
I only got a roach, though. Oh. This is from, like, South America or something like that. Cool. It's really far out. Pot. You got a match?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Got you driving, man. Be careful.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Don't get paranoid here.
Be safe. Here's the joint.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. Hey, we're going to get really stoned.
For that little thing?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I think there's some Labrador in it.
You got a clip?
No, man, I don't need one. I'm flying. And be cool. Watch you driving, man. Rookie. Could you pass the joint, please? Wow. Did you see the ass on that one? Oh.
Wait a second, this isn't improv comedy, this is narcotics.
Some freak from South America.
They're just pretending. They're just using sketch comedy as a guise to do drugs.
If I wouldn't have to
My turn
It's
yet?
like Nathan Fielder's smoking play.
I'm not trying to rip you off. I'm a friend. No, far out. Did you see that guy? God, he was speeding. Wow. Hey, let's get that dude out. We don't need none of that stuff.
Oh, I get it. Ha ha ha.
Oh, well.
Wow. God, talk about filler.
Does this movie have a plot?
Thank you. It was wonderful. Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, something's happening.
To be here.
I like his Mickey Mouse t-shirt.
Hopefully. No, not better. We found somebody just as good.
Grace and Dallas Enterprises would like to introduce for your entertainment tonight, Lee. He's our wandering minstrel. Come on out, Lee. And, Lee. Lee.
How'd you happen to write the song, Ray?
It's like when you're way out in the prairie, you know, and you're working cattle and horses and all that. That's what the song is about. Would you care to hear it?
Sure.
You're listening to Mountain Stage.
What is that expression that they use when inflation sets in? Penny for your thoughts.
The old man up there, the one that's singing.
Who's he?
He's one of Uncle Callahan's old cronies, honey. They've been coming around here for years now.
Why? What for?
Well, they're the last of the old-time cowpokes, honey. They've been meeting in this place for, Lord, I don't know how long now. They collect these old relics, the horseshoes and the wagon wheels and stuff. You might say this place is, well, it's like a part of it.
Fair thing.
Yeah, Alana's right. They just punked us.
Get along, little doggy.
If there was a way to make this place go, I'd go for it. But I just don't know what it is. I just don't know.
He's been debating like the past 20 minutes. Like, how am I going to keep this place afloat?
That's been the only plot this entire time.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And then
gotta figure out a way to make this ranch profitable, or else I lose the ranch, my inheritance.
I don't even know if I really want it, but
I don't know if I'm a ranch guy. I'm gonna reinvent the ranch. I'm gonna call it Hidden Valley.
There's a ranch in them there hills.
Beast Nest, wow.
Yeah, I bet. Woo.
You pays your money and you take it again.
It's my turn to sing a song.
If we laugh that hard at them on this stage, why can't we do that? Hey, you got something. Do what?
Let's all do it.
We got why can't we do that for the people? Sure.
We can fill at least another 20 minutes. Let's put on a show, gang.
We're gonna put on a show and save the ranch.
Plenty of room. We can live here.
Have a laugh.
You guys really think we could do it?
Yeah, Thomas.
Let's burn the ranch
That's
down.
much better. This is the evil guy that doesn't want the camp to, like, you know, succeed. You're always gonna have this bad guy in these camp movies.
This is the time of year again. The time when he rides. It's the time of year when his silver blade flashes.
Is the Headless Horseman with a sword?
We'll talk about that. That's actually a
8 men had planned his death.
great thing.
8 men were doomed to die in return. Endlessly and aimlessly he searched the entire West, guided only by the haunted moon. It was in this valley he believed he found the 8, but they were foolish men, playing at the games of death. Still the rider saw in them the spirits of his murderers, and summoned them with the curse of the Tomahawk. 8 foolish men, playing their roles, were condemned to reality, to die in the manner of their pretense. Forevermore, those who play the roles of violence are safe in this valley, only if they leave before the Tamal moon. Stay and be marked by the rider.
You know I love
There's unending need for revenge.
And revenge is mine, saith the Lord. Amen, brother. Amen to you too, bro.
Hey, yeah, what do you think of the old man's ghost stories, huh?
Oh, well, ghost riding.
Everything you can think of it. Washington, Irving, you name it.
Oh, I guess there's a subtle, subtle allusion to the story.
People got killed for it.
Oh, God.
Wow, man. Hey, what do you guys think about moving out there? You know,
No, I think it's great. I think it's great for Market Prairie.
I'm wishing.
Well, honey, I hope we're not all just wishing.
Yes,
Oh,
and?
no. There's a lot here to work with, honey. We can do a lot with this place.
I hope so. Let's go make sure all the gang is bedded down, okay?
And that is gonna take us to our first break. Well, we're a third of the way through Curse of the Headless Horseman. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
Weird movie. Weird movie. What is with these people? Are they? Did they just have their gang of friends move into the ranch, or are these people already working?
Yeah, right. It's odd. It's like
it feels like they've got like a commune just kind of passively forming. Like they inherited this ranch and it just is turning into a 70s cult.
Yeah, it's like they all like came to visit. Well, that's how the mansion.
Yeah, Sally. There you go. That's how you make the ranch profitable.
Pop farm. Yeah, I mean, if you're out there in the middle of nowhere, you might as well. I mean, who's gonna be? It doesn't look like they get much business except on Saturdays, so they could find somewhere to get that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, the plot is very old school in this sense. I mean, again, it reminds me of the one East Side Kids movie where they go out like to that camp, and then they just get mixed up with like Bela Lugosi in this like haunted house. You know, it's like, why are we, you know, like, how do we get this in the 70s? It's just so odd, this gang of people. The way I've interpreted it is like they're just there visiting for the weekend. Like, this is the first time he's going up there, so they're all there to just hang out and have a party.
Sure, yeah.
He got this new place, let's all go hang out. Yeah,
hey,
but like,
inheritance party.
I mean,
his uncle died.
Yeah, I don't think these are his colleagues from medical school, so I don't know who all this gang of hippies is that he hangs out with, but they're all there to support him, and
he's in circles.
Yeah,
he's got his circles.
He's got his circle. They're gonna put on a show. Damn it, they're gonna save the ranch. But now you got this mean old caretaker, who something tells me if we've got a Scooby-Doo style situation, we might want to check and see if this is the guy wearing the mask.
It's easy enough to just put your shirt up over your head, is all I'm saying.
That's a very good point. Yeah. So, we'll find out who this Headless Horseman really is. He hasn't actually gotten anybody yet, but we got the initial kind of legend. But that on top of the
He's
ridiculous
riding around is so the Headless Horseman rides around through California. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, so we're in California. We're actually in Agua Dulce. Agua Dulce? Agua Dulce? I don't know how you pronounce it.
Sweetwater.
Is that what that? Okay. Look at you, Evan. All right. Thank you. Sweetwater. Yes. Agua. How would you say that?
Agua Dulce, I think.
Agua Dulce. Yeah, Agua Dulce, California. Yeah, it was actually called Callahan's Old West Trading Post. So they didn't bother to. And it's funny, a lot of I guess the gang of kids and other people, the characters are sharing the name of the actor playing them. It's a lot of that. But it's interesting, they got this wild old West town. Yeah, I mean, it immediately at this time calls to mind something like the Manson family out of Spawn Ranch, right? When you got all these hippies running around this wild West town.
There's not any celebrities that live nearby, are there?
No, I don't think so. No, just these hippies. No, yeah, they don't have some old retired cowboy running this ranch, unfortunately. But it's, I mean, it's a good location. I mean, once upon a time we ventured into possibly filming in a Wild West town.
That's true.
We got the green light, we just never actually
do we
did
we want to talk about that? Our experience when we went to
we could.
A tiny little Old West town it's not operational anymore.
No, I don't think so anymore. Unfortunately, the owner creator passed away, I believe.
Yeah. So out west you got all these dude ranches and little Wild West towns that people make for I don't know, I don't want to say novelty, but kind of like an amusement kind of deal.
100%.
But there was a gentleman by the name of Wild Bill Hickok.
I mean, I think his last name was Drake.
Okay.
If I remember.
Wild Bill Drake.
Who
had the idea to build one of those right up here in our neck of the woods.
Yep.
In North Carolina.
North Kakalaki.
Yeah, it was it was pretty cool,
It was cool. It had the vibe.
He built it all himself.
All by hand, all himself.
It was a whole town. He built the whole thing: saloon, chapel, the jail, the whole 9 yards. It was there were a lot of pine trees around. Hard to avoid in North Carolina, I guess.
Yeah.
If it were me, I would have cut them down. But,
yeah, you're not getting past. Yeah, that would have maybe helped the illusion a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. It was like he had the whole setup, the whole, he had a chapel, he had a saloon, he had everything. And yeah, I mean, it was, it was kind of a little, I don't know if necessarily up to any kind of codes, but it was a town. And so we talked to this guy and talked about trying to film this Western that we had written, a feature-length Western. We were high schoolers at the time.
Yeah, we bit off way more than we could chew. That movie did not get made.
It did not get made, but we did go through we drove to the Wild West town. We met with the gentleman, and he agreed to let us use the town to film in, and he was going to play a character. I wrote a part just for him, and unfortunately, again, we were high schoolers. Obviously, the movie
that was never going to happen.
It was never going to happen. Valiant effort, but it was never going to happen. But we did. We did go through the motions of being able to shoot at this town. And to this day, I found a long time ago, I found this, and I have it sitting here on the desk where Evan and I do the show, and I just feel I've had it here, just watching over us. It's the card from Shadowhawk, Wild Bill's Western town. Yeah, so that's
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
But yeah, I've always got that card over here because that takes us back to early in our career when Evan and I were
out finding these. You go to some strange places.
You're like, oh, I need a Wild West town. Where am I gonna find a Wild West town? Oh, here's a small one 2 hours away. Maybe if they're small, maybe they'll be open to it. Yeah, that doesn't hurt if you ask. Again, and that's what you see in tonight's movie, right? Like, if the location seems cool, ask and go for it. And
so much of filmmaking is just, where am I allowed to
exactly
to point a camera?
Exactly, and half of it is just reaching out to people. And
making connections.
Meeting people. And again, that's what they've done here, and we'll see. Continue to make good use of this Wild Western town. But it's an interesting, again, like, we actually, we can see there's no direct. This is not a direct adaptation of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. We did get a Washington Irving name drop, which again, Washington Irving is the author. It was published in 1820. So I know Frankenstein, first edition, 1818, but in terms of other literature around that time, I don't know if you're familiar with things that came out around the 1820s, any famous literature, but again, in terms of American horror stories, I mean, there weren't really
not
a lot.
Really
it wasn't
a lot coming to mind. The first half, the 18th century.
I mean, most of the horror stories you're going to get at this time are probably more coming from Europe, the UK, all that. And that's funny because Irving really was, in creating this story, again, it's kind of funny how, last week we were talking about this Russian story that is not really based on any specific folklore, but presented itself as that. I don't know that the story was ever presented as like, this is real. But it certainly is kind of like taking on this kind of folklore element when really it's just a made-up story by Washington Irving. But what Irving did, and I think what kind of makes it a little bit more complicated for people, is the fact that he used real names. Like, there was really an Ichabod Crane that Washington Irving met.
Okay.
So, but he just used the name Ichabod Crane. There was like... So there were some other like school teachers.
I mean, they say write what you know.
Right.
I mean, a lot of writers end up making characters out of people they know.
Right.
Did the real Ichabod Crane eat all of his neighbors out of house and home?
Don't think so, but I do believe there were some other like actual school teachers in the area that were Ichabod Crane. There are at least 2 different people that apparently Ichabod Crane was actually based on, the character. But then he used the name of some, the name of someone, but then kind of the character traits of these other people. But it just all contributed to this story. Again, Tarrytown, Sleepy Hollow, New York. I mean, these are real places. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I meant to ask earlier. The chat said that it was a real place.
Yeah.
So New York.
New York, yep. Tarrytown, and Sleepy Hollow, and it's funny because I didn't know that he had done that, but in coming up with character names, things, I don't know that Brom Bones is a real name he took from anywhere.
It's a
That's
real
a great
love
name.
triangle.
Right, yeah. That's essentially the story. And
is Michael Myers, was that the one that was like a real name? I can't remember. There was some famous, one of the famous like monster names is it was just an actual guy's name that the person knew. I can't remember what it was. Which one?
That's a good question. Might be y'all in the chat might know. It could be Michael Myers. Could be Jason. I don't know.
Or it might be
Freddy. Yeah, but I know I feel like I've heard of that anecdote with one of the bigger characters. But yeah,
it was like the director's bully or something.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I know you always hear the story about like with Jaws, like they called the shark Bruce after Spielberg's lawyer, right? You always get fun stuff like that. Yeah. And again, a lot of it, that area of New York was populated by, I think, a lot, I think there was it Dutch? I think there were like a lot of Dutch influence and a lot of European influence in that area. So that's mixed into the story as well. And he didn't, it's funny because like this idea of a headless horseman actually does come from European stories. Like in Ireland, they had the Dullahan. Like that is a headless horseman, which we watched. I think it was a Lights Out episode called like the Mad Dullahan, but I don't think that was what it was. I think it was that it was more like a little creature, but in these stories, the visage of a headless horseman comes up. And so, again, Irving also took from that as well. Again, all storytelling, you're always borrowing from, things in real life, things in other pieces of fiction to create something new and unique. And so I think that that's how Irving got the story, and obviously really iconic story, but like not adapted very often. That's the one thing, as iconic as you hear this is.
Okay, so I had to fact check before I said this, but do you remember when we learned in history class New York was called New Amsterdam first? That's totally Dutch.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Well, yeah, again, that's the influence. Again, yeah, the character Katrina Van Tassel, like that's the, like, and again, most adaptations, even like the cartoons, like you asked earlier, are they like faithful? Yeah, they're like fairly faithful. They use the names, they do, but the thing is, there aren't many adaptations of this story. And again, there was a 1922 adaptation, a 1912 adaptation, so a couple silent adaptations. But then you don't have a major adaptation out of Hollywood until you get Walt Disney's adaptation, which was packaged with the adaptation of was it Mr. Toad's Wild Ride or whatever, The Wind in the Willows, whatever it's called. So that's The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad was what that was released under. That was the title. And so that's the first trailer we're going to get for our break. But that really was, like, in the sound era, that was your first, like, Headless Horseman adaptation, was this Disney version. And then Disney would repackage it for, like, his television show, The Wonderful World Disney. You know, because it's a short, it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You know, I don't know. It's not enough to be a full feature, which is why they packaged it with the Wind in the Willows adaptation, but he would use it on its own for other things. And the other, it's not, so even before that, this isn't really an adaptation, but a very notable reference to the story is in a movie that I absolutely love entitled Curse of the Cat People, which, again, another curse of. Curse of the Cat People it's a kind of a sequel to the movie Cat People, but it doesn't really actually deal with cat people. It deals with, like, somehow the lady that was the Catwoman in the first movie is now the ghostly imaginary friend of her widower husband's, like, new daughter. Or, like, daughter, like, from his second marriage.
Okay.
And, dude, it is so white. It's the wildest movie. But there's this great scene where there's, like, this haunted house in the neighborhood. And she lives in Terrytown. The neighborhood is Terrytown. So there's this creepy house, and, like, somebody throws a ring to her out of the window of the house. And when she's, like, walking by, and this old woman, like, tells her to come in. So she, like, comes into the house, and, like, the old woman makes friends with her, but then you find out this old woman's a stage actress, and she's like, well, I'm gonna tell you a story. Have you ever heard the story of Sleepy Hollow? And the little girl's like, no. She's like, you live in Terrytown. You never heard this story. So she closes the curtains, and the way they shoot it is incredible. And this old lady tells the story, and it's like they light her low, and she, like, walks closer to the camera, and she, like, grows with intensity as she's telling the story. And it's legitimately, like, frightening. And that part of the movie takes place during Halloween time. And then later in the movie takes place during Christmas time. So it's like a perfect movie to watch both during Halloween and during Christmas time. I absolutely love it. So that's going to be actually the first trailer that we're going to see. And then we'll see the trailer for Disney's adaptation. You'll see a shot of the woman coming close to the camera. That's from her Sleepy Hollow soliloquy, which I absolutely love. And yeah, great movie.
Yeah, during the break, I'm going to be studying my remedial Spanish flashcards, because apparently I do not know.
Remedial. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Dude, see... It's all right. We're learning. We're always learning. We're going to get these two Sleepy Hollow related trailers. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting middle of The Curse of the Headless Horseman. So stick around. We will be right back.
Why I came to you, Amy? Because you called to me, and I came, so that your childhood could be bright and full of friendliness. But you must promise never to tell anyone about me.
Not even Daddy or Mommy?
No. This must be a friendship that only we shall have.
Why, Daddy, you know my friend, too.
You couldn't know this woman. She died before you were born.
Oliver, please, let's not go on with this. The child's trembling. If that child comes here again, I'll kill her. Yes, I'll kill her.
Mrs. Farrell! Mrs. Farrell!
Little girl. I have to hide you. I have to hide you, little girl. My little girl is in her room, waiting to kill you. We mustn't let her find you.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod.
Boom, 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 boom.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Ichabod, Ichabod, Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Join in the merry mad adventures and escapades of that rich, reckless, uproarious rake, the magnificent Mr. Toad and his crazy cronies, Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole, as they step out of the pages of Kenneth Grahame's hilarious tale, The Wind in the Willows, as told by that inimitable storyteller, Basil Rathbone. For a rollicking ride through Sleepy Hollow, Walt and Bing bring to laughable, colorful life Washington Irving's exciting legend, with that awkward schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod may be quaint, maybe odd, and maybe he ain't. Anyway, there's no complaint from Ichabod, Ichabod Crane.
Ichabod Crane, daring, reckless, losing his heart to Katrina the cutie, and his head when pursued by the hair-raising Headless Horseman.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Curse of the Cat People and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Yeah, both very fun movies. I don't know if I've ever seen the Disney version. It looks well done.
It looks fun.
Now we're commenting on
Disney movie.
Haven't seen it. And then again, yeah, you don't really get too many adaptations until the late 90s. Like around 99, you had this like a little surge of like different Sleepy Hollow movies, including
Pumpkinhead Mania.
Tim Burton. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's, again, hey, it's public domain IP. Come on, let's, take full advantage of it, right? What are we doing?
Why not? Anybody could do that.
Anybody could do it. Well, and I think that's why it's popular. Just in terms of, like, again, because you have to question, okay, well, if it hasn't really been adapted too many times in movies, why is this like a popular American tale, right? Like, what is it about this? And I think it might have to do with, again, different publication versions of the story, whether it's in its original form or in some illustrated children's book form, whatever it is, you could use it for that purpose. But then I think stage versions were probably a big part of it, because I mean, again, I know you said you don't have a lot of experience with it, but I remember going to the little, what they call the Civic Center in our town,
right, to
go see an adaptation, like school on a field trip to go see an adaptation of
the local theater.
Yeah, the local theater. Yeah, to see an adaptation of the Sleepy Hollow story. So that was like a cool thing. I already knew about the story and all that, like going up to it, but it was just, you know, so that just, I mean, that again made it even more kind of important in my mind of like, oh, we're, you know, they're doing it on the stage. Like it's, so I don't know. There's just something about it that it's just considered one of the like great American horror classics. Like, I mean, you could put it in there with some of Poe's stuff, I think. I don't think it's anywhere as inherently creepy or scary, but I think in terms of creating an iconic, really American imagery, you know, I mean,
it's kind of, I mean, as far as like that, you know, earlier kind of American period, is there another story, another horror story that's kind of just synonymous with the time?
See, the United States, I don't think so. I mean, this is gonna sound bad. I couldn't tell you when Edgar Allan Poe was operating. Do you know?
I want to say like mid 1800s. But, okay, let's look it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Could just do that. Yeah, I think it was. I think he might have been after the Civil. I don't know. I think definitely after the Civil War, you start to see more. What is it, like an occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, right? You start to get kind of some of these more.
You know, I just watched that episode
of
Twilight
Twilight Zone, yeah. But you know the story behind that, right?
It was, well, according to Rod Serling, he said it was the winner of the Cannes.
Yeah, it was a
Festival,
French short
like
film. I think it actually
2 or 3.
I think it also won an Oscar for best short film.
It was good. It was a good episode.
I mean, it's the only Twilight Zone episode to ever be like something else that they bought and then like repurposed.
Yeah,
As a
he
Twilight
didn't
Zone.
come out and
No, they don't. They don't say that, do they? No, they don't.
Yeah, he never walked out onto the bridge and said, "Imagine if you will."
No. But yeah, for being a French short, it's a pretty solid adaptation of this American horror story that certainly, like, again, and that's just the thing, like, uniquely an American horror story, but even then still something like Sleepy Hollow borrows from European influences. So there's always borrowing.
So for reference, Fall of the House of Usher is from 1839.
Okay. That's okay. That puts it in perspective. Okay, thank you. All right, yeah, that makes sense. So, when did he pass? When did Edgar Allan Poe leave us?
That's a good question. I'm on slow internet because I'm out of data.
Oh,
so you're asking the wrong person.
Okay, I'm asking the wrong. Okay,
I was really glad we were able to like kick the ball forward enough for my slow internet to load.
That's all right.
Earlier,
I can look up Edgar Allan Poe and see that he died in 1849.
There we go.
So even before the Civil War. So I thought I didn't.
That's even a little earlier than I thought.
Yeah,
because
same.
like I'm really not like. I mean, so Dracula's from 1890.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And so was the Chambers.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, he kind of only did the one horror book,
right? But still. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's always when you think about the pantheon of great novels, and I saw this come up in some point recently, and I can't remember what I was reading or looking at, but the idea of you often get like Frankenstein and Dracula grouped together, but like Frankenstein came out like 75 years before Dracula did, so it's, you know, they were very different times, and especially the circumstances when you consider what Mary Shelley was going through in her life and then what Bram Stoker was going through in his life. He was working at a theater, right? I mean, he was a theater guy. So, and yeah, speaking of theater, we'll see if they get the stage show off the ground that they're gonna plan. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna save the day like they think it is, but we'll see, I guess.
They gotta win the big race,
right?
Or else they're gonna lose.
I mean, again, it's like it's weirdly like the plot of like an 80s movie, but also like a 40s movie at the same time. You know, like exists in this very strange space that I can't quite explain. So have fun with it, even though it's not. Again, we've only had a glimpse of the Horseman. He hasn't actually killed anybody yet, but we did get some violent imagery and him swinging a sword around, which that's a point you brought up. I don't. Like in the Tim Burton movie, he's hacking off people's heads. And so that's a thing that comes up sometimes. Because he's a Hessian.
Okay.
And so he's like, it's Revolutionary War.
They've always got those.
Really?
You know those Hessians, they've got the swords.
Yeah, something like that. That's at least the Tim Burton version. I don't know if the actual story, he's a Hessian.
Chat, has anybody in the chat read the story, the Irving book?
I'm gonna need to add it to the list for sure. I think I looked at reading it when we were doing the spine-tingling tales. I think it might have been too long for me to want to do. Evan's the one that tackles the longer stories.
And
I
even some of
you on the
those
short.
are-
Yeah, those are rough.
I mean, I was still just reading short stories, and they were still long.
I know. I mean, it's it's kind of crazy. You actually think about the time it takes to read something like that out. It's much longer than just sitting there and.
Okay, Sears has read it. Please, Doctor, how many swords are in the book, in the text?
Yeah, is the horseman swinging swords around?
Is he
hacking
armed?
heads off?
Has he got that? He's got that thing on him.
I love that terminology when anybody has a violent weapon and they say it like completely undermines the seriousness of them having this violent
walking
weapon.
around with a sword.
Saw that in it. There's this new show on FX called The Lowdown, and somebody gives the main character a gun, and he's immediately like, "I got that thing on me," and this person's like, "It gave the guns like, stop that, like, cut it out, like, that's not funny." It's just something funny about just that, like, oh, a weapon, I got that thing on me, and it's you gotta love that. That's pretty great. So yeah, I will see. I think we're gonna get more Horseman action here. Fingers crossed.
Oh boy.
So, anything else before we get into the exciting middle of Curse of the Headless Horseman, Evan?
Yeah, I got that thing on me.
Oh, snap. Look at that. Look out, he's got a gun. He's got a weapon. Drop your weapon. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting middle of Curse of the Headless Horseman right now.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about earlier. Well, it was just that there you were, and there we were. And there she was, and I'm just sorry.
What do you mean sorry, man? She dug it.
All ahead.
Sure, thank you, sir.
How innocently he chooses the silence of the moonlight.
The narrator's back. Why do we get this in these movies? We get a narrator. It's like they're not going to understand the plot.
They think it seems like such a good idea,
and it's
until
always a
you've seen
terrible
movie
idea.
with the narrator.
What is it? Look out! Watch! Look out!
Hell yeah, dude.
Amazing. That was a splatter if I've ever seen one.
See, I can do those kind of blood effects in the studio. We can do a splatter.
Yeah. You want to do an adaptation of Sleepy Hollow?
Sure.
No.
We can let the heads roll.
No. I can live with the snores.
Ha ha
Ha ha ha.
Oh, I cut yourself shaving, huh? No,
Did somebody just get killed in front of him?
Oh, wow. Man-eating tomatoes.
That blood had to come from somewhere.
Which one of you guys is the funny one? What? Look at this. Tell me what that is. Oh, a tie-dye. Wow. Somebody threw some blood at me, and I want to know who did it.
Somebody threw some blood at me, and I want to know who did it.
No, man. There was some guy outside running around on a horse. He almost ran me over, and he threw this all over me.
I love this.
Oh, wow. You guys don't believe me.
Got blood all over me.
Where's Mark? I want to talk.
Forget Mark, he's in love.
You gotta watch this playing Mexican cigarettes.
There's probably some nut from around here overplaying a bad joke. Now come on, let's get some sleep. It's gonna be a bright, beautiful day tomorrow.
You bet your blinking belt buckle, Barney.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got a really neat place outside. I'm gonna sleep. Just in case any of you decide you're gonna snore.
Snore? We got a buzzsaw back there. Thanks for warming the place for me.
I don't know if I understand sleeping in the auditorium. There's got to be beds around here.
Auditorium or the mall?
Some terrible, terrible harmony going on right now. Can't all be the Beach Boys, you know.
Hey, Yo-Yo.
Yeah. What'd you do to it?
Big joke. Dummy clown. I tried to wash it out with water, but
Kid, it looks like blood stains.
I don't know what it is. Some joker last night thought he'd do a shtick on the old man's story.
Oh, the Tamal moon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try and do something with it. Maybe pre-soak?
Gee, thanks.
Okay.
Gee,
Hey, Ray,
thanks.
anyway. Come on.
Okay, Don.
Let's go with the Wild West bit, huh? Okay, let me get a shirt. All right.
Tell me what were their names? Tell me what were their names? Did you have a friend? Tell me what were their names? Tell me what were their names? Did you have a friend on the Reuben James? Tell me what were their names? Tell me what were their names? Did you have a friend on the Reuben James?
Nobody does, Thomas.
Why don't you guys have a quick draw contest? No sweat. On three, okay? 1, 2, 3. Someday you might be good.
Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
But remember, don't never point a gun towards your stomach or towards right or the left.
What about the plank? Can they hurt somebody?
They can put somebody's eyes out the water. You can. And give you powder burns with black powder. Wait a minute.
It's funny because he actually works here at
He's
this
giving the
like
safety
real
spiel
location.
in the movie.
But he went on to have like a prolific career as a stunt coordinator and like worked on other like Return of the Living Dead, The Burbs. You know, I mean,
1,
Ray Sanager.
2, 3.
Oh, look at that. Natural born ham. Wait a minute.
He's not kidding.
Something's wrong.
Uh-oh.
He's really bleeding.
He's acting too well. Did he clean it out of his stomach?
Yep.
Just like I told him. Headless Horseman got him.
Oh, he's fine. Just a shot in the arm.
There you go, man. You're as good as new.
Sure. One shirt dirty, and now another one all ripped up.
Look, just remember this. It's all right to rip up your arm, but don't mess up your clothes, man. Hey, look, when you have time, you better get a sling for that arm.
Your arm will grow
Well, just
back.
for a couple of days until I have time to check it again.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I just thought about something. I've got to make a report on this.
You can't do that.
Look, it's the law. You've got to make a report on any gunshot wound, no matter how you get it.
Mark, the kids, everybody, they put their hearts into this thing for you. They're raring to go. I mean, it's a place to live.
Well, what does that
Yeah,
have to
so
do
they
about
all
filing a
are
report?
crashing there. You're right.
Well, that's what
How is
everybody's
this place
been
going to
complaining
turn a
about around
profit
here.
when
They
it's
want more
full of
publicity.
That kind
freeloaders?
of publicity we can do without.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
This is
A real
like the
bullet gets
Manson
put in one of the
family
guns
without
and
any
fired.
kind of like
Would you bring your wife
leader,
and kids
real
to a
like
place to let that
ethos
happen?
or any, anything like that.
The Manson family.
Fair point there.
If
You can't file a
Manson was like
report.
really
But it's
concerned
the law.
about
I've got to file a
finances.
report about any gunshot wounds.
Okay, it wasn't a gunshot.
Gosh, I can't get a
What
hold on
was
this
it, a
thing.
low-flying jet or something?
I gotta
Look,
keep my head above
Sandy
water.
told us you should always aim to miss.
We gotta put
The
on a
wad
big
from the
show.
blank fired out of the cartridge. That's what it was. That's what I got.
He kind of tried to do that.
You can't file the report. You can't do it.
Well, if everybody plays it cool and goes along with it, yeah. Yeah, okay, it was an accident.
Accident. I don't know, man. That old man and that spooky story last night, and that nut running around, I just wonder.
How is he? I don't know. He looks all right. He's sitting up.
Oh, well, after that story last night, and then Randy actually believing it.
Yeah.
He's right there. He
Everybody
could
all shook up over
provide
some
some
silly
more information.
superstition. Who loaded the gun?
Let's ask Mark.
Hey, he's coming now.
Oh, hi,
It'll be all
Mark.
right. It was just a slight accident.
Accident.
Well, how did a real bullet get in the gun anyway?
I don't know, man. It was in the storeroom with the rest of them.
Hey, I saw the old man hanging around there.
Solomon?
Yeah.
Bob?
Solomon Gumball.
Solomon. Yeah, let's go do that little thing.
That's a little more Wild West than I bargained for.
No kidding.
Hey, Solomon. We want to talk to you.
What about?
Someone put a live shell in one of the guns. You wouldn't know anything about that now, would you? Well, just like it was in that story of yours. Come on, you old creep. Somebody could have been killed, and it could have been my brother or me.
Today was the first day. The Tamal moon.
Don't start that superstition stuff again. That was a real bullet, and the guy is hurt.
Tomorrow.
His face.
I don't know. It's not.
It's
bad makeup.
And tomorrow is the second day.
Looks like they're trying to get
Come on,
answers
that
out
guy's
of a
nuts.
pool.
It does.
Go ahead. Go ahead and play your games and prance and strut.
Strut.
Tourist.
Go ahead and play your games and prance and strut.
He's so arch.
The curious no longer come to see Solomon's land. Solomon, who is part of everything, remembers.
What?
But the curious have forgotten.
I hate and love this voiceover at the same time.
Rich tourist! Wow! Wow! Hey!
Yeah!
Hey, everybody!
Places, everybody.
Tourist!
Our recreational facilities are at your disposal, madam. Please pleasure yourselves accordingly.
What a lovely, lovely place you have. It seems so relaxing and so... It's just
You
so
see, she has a
beautiful. It's
Superman
almost like paradise,
lunchbox.
isn't it?
Yes, it's very nice here. You're too kind.
She is Warhol
Yes, I would
superstar
love to
ultraviolet.
See every inches of it.
I don't. Hopefully, well, if she's an artist, so it's gonna be some weird, like a dead pigeon or
Sweet,
something.
adorable
Is it just her
place.
purse?
It's very magical. Have you any lucky animals?
Not to my knowledge. However, it is said that those who pass through these portals return with greater fortune.
May I look around?
She was a French heiress and artist, and like kind of studied under like Salvador Dali, and then eventually found her way to Warhol and appeared in his films, and you know, hung out
on
at
her birthday.
the. No, definitely not. She collected that somewhere in her factory days. She's also in Midnight Cowboy and Simon, King of the Witches.
You know, I am really mad about this splendid acreage. This is a sauna house.
Well, the Klondike pioneers would have been very happy if it were.
Oh, this place is just so charmant, agréable, joli. It reminds me of Pompeii. It has the same fatal character. Yes, I'd like to see the owner.
It's dusty.
Of course. And might I ask your name?
Baronne Isabelle Colin Dufresne.
That might have been her real name, actually.
Darling, come.
Again, a track with most of the other actors here are just using their real
Playing
names.
themselves.
Well, here we can be happy, romantic, erotic. This place is for us.
I'm glad you like it here.
It's just heaven.
It is. It is nice.
Oh, it's better than that. I'll
This
turn it
place?
into paradise.
It's quite a lot of work, you know.
No, you know I'm magical. You know I drink blood for breakfast.
What?
Drink blood for breakfast? I want to hear more of that.
What?
Baroness, this is the
It's like, whoa, she's going way too far off script. But we're going to leave it in. But
Baroness,
Isabelle Colin Dufresne. Bonjour, monsieur.
how do you do, Baroness? How may I help you?
I love your property and I would like to buy it.
Well, I really haven't thought about selling it.
Well, just name the price. Any price.
Sell it to
Well, it's not exactly a question of money. You see, my uncle left this place to me in his will, on the stipulation that I prove to the executors of the estate that I can make it a paying proposition within 6 months.
You mean you don't own it?
Well, not exactly.
What is that?
That's Solomon. He's our night caretaker. He's all right.
Oh. Darling, I think we should go and play.
Come back and see us,
That
Baroness.
freaky looking.
he's a man.
He's a man.
Human
He's not
man.
a ghoul.
Trying to lighten the mood a little bit here, I guess.
Another tough day at the ranch.
Oh, that French broad, she's too much.
She's quite a character, isn't she?
Takes all kinds of them. She is the richest burlesque queen in the world.
You know she is.
Hmm?
You read about her all the time. She's worth millions.
Are you serious?
You know, that's what I was thinking. We've really placed our bets, haven't we?
How do you mean, honey?
Well, maybe she could have advanced us enough to satisfy the lawyers. And we could have sold the place to her.
No. No, I couldn't do that.
Well, we had our chance and we blew it. We made our bed, so I guess we'll have to...
Yes, dear, you were saying?
Oh, great. One tourist all day. And she
I don't understand why he's in this white suit like he's Mr. Rourke
Well,
from
if I may
Fantasy
be so
Island.
bold, my comrades, I happen to know of a quaint little pub located not far down the road where we may unparch our thirst.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
After
Maybe we
that.
can bring somebody back to watch
Oh,
the show.
hold it, loves. If we go, we'll leave the place deserted. Now, come on.
Look about you, Pumpkin. The place is deserted. Vamonos.
If he is this character Rich, who's played by actor Rich
Wait for
Brinkley, then he actually went on to have a prolific career as a character actor in Hollywood, including 2 episodes of Twin Peaks as a district attorney. So I don't know if that was season 2.
Yeah.
Was that season 2?
Yeah, yes. Because he's playing opposite the judge who makes that crazy cocktail, the Yukon.
Okay.
What is it called?
Okay. I think the other attorney, it's the other attorney in that one is Van Dyke Parks, who was a musician who wrote the Smile album with Brian Wilson. So it's kind of, which is like, why is he in episodes of Twin Peaks playing an attorney? So it's kind of, it's kind of funny that this guy in this movie, this was Rich's first movie, and then, appeared in Breakdown, which is a Kurt Russell movie, and Cabin Boy, which is a notorious flop of a comedy that's now a cult classic. I'm getting some of these characters confused. Is this our rapist?
I want to say yes.
You did. Okay, where are we going? Those jeans.
You pay a lot of money for jeans like that nowadays.
Yeah. Please,
doing there?
Please tell me he's about to get his head hacked off. Is he?
Oh, hey.
Hey, there's gold in their
This
rocks.
their ranch.
This their ranch, thank you, yes.
Hey. Oh, man, this is mine. Yeah, mine, baby.
Those are some very conspicuous states.
Not mine, honey. Ours.
That's very good.
You know I do. We're gonna make this place go. It's shaping up already. And just as soon as we do, we're getting married at that little church right back there and make everything legal and beautiful.
Oh, here?
It's okay?
Oh,
I love you, Brenda.
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, Mark. Hey, come here a minute, will you?
Yeah, John.
Hey, listen, I came in for some bread, man, and I think I can take this dog off your hands, baby. I mean, after all, what's a doctor want with a junk place like this, man?
Hey, John, I don't even own it yet.
Listen, man, I can get some bread and take this right off your hands, and you can go on with your... What's that, man?
Look, I got 6 months to go before this is legally mine. Why don't you talk to me about it then, John? Really, I'm busy right now.
Hey, listen, Mark.
What was his plan? Is that our guy? Is he finally showing up? He has not really shown up yet, right? I mean, he threw blood on that guy. He didn't kill anybody yet.
Yeah, what about that?
Why did he just throw blood on the guy?
Did he just have blood on his sword? He just flicked it on him?
I guess. Don't worry, Scott. I really don't feel like you've missed very much.
Yeah.
It's more just kind of been like colorful, just kind of like silly, dumb
Hanging out.
stuff to enjoy, but in terms of plot, you're not missing anything.
I didn't see any head.
I feel like you're gonna hear that horse from like a far ways away. It's not gonna sneak up on you. Ah! What? Oh shit! Hell yeah, dude. Oh no. Oh god.
Jeez.
Mark tried to reach her. In the special moonlight. It was all happening again.
Where's Mark? He probably could have saved her.
It wouldn't have done any good. She was smashed up bad. You know, something really scared her. She was running around like she was crazy, and she had blood smeared all over her face. And then she just ran right in front of the truck.
So is he doing anything, or is he just throwing blood on people?
It's a great
all over. Same thing happened to Randy.
Makes him about as scary as PETA.
I still think that old man is up to something.
All right, now, is everybody here? Where's John?
He's all right. He's with Lydia. They'll be here in a minute.
Okay, now listen up, gang. I've got to go downtown and file a report on this. I want you all to stay here and stay close together. Don't go out wandering around outside anywhere. You got it? I'll be back as soon as I can.
Mark, let me go with you.
No, honey, you stay here, please.
Stay here, gang. And that is gonna take us to our second break. Well, we're 2/3 of the way through Curse of the Headless Horseman. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
I'm glad we saw the Headless Horseman.
We've seen him. He's been
He's certainly
active.
scared.
Yeah.
Certainly scared her.
He scared her out. He hasn't, like, full on killed anybody yet.
No.
He's just, yeah, like you said, he's just
Yeah.
kind of scaring people.
Kind of as threatening as a Scooby-Doo villain. Just trying to scare them away from the ranch.
Yeah. It does seem very reminiscent of Scooby-Doo, doesn't it? And I believe Scooby-Doo did meet the Headless Horseman at some point. So
At some
that's
point, I'm sure.
one of the few times that Headless Horseman actually came up in media and in film and television, of course, with cartoons and Scooby-Doo specifically. So, hey, if somebody needs a scary monster to make use of that nobody's really making use of, Scooby-Doo's gonna do it. So, yeah, it's funny. Things picked up, I felt like, in that second part. It got sillier as well.
Yeah, we had some development, I guess. We had some new characters. It still didn't feel like a whole lot happened, despite all the moving around.
Mm-hmm. I would 100% agree with that. No, nothing really happened. I mean, we did have this character die. That's been the most that's happened. We had this countess arrive. That was random. That was, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
And then this death. So, it's kind of, and then when the narrator pops in, like randomly to fill in gaps that aren't really there. I don't know. There's an odd quality to this movie where I hate it and love it at the same time. I can't quite explain.
Very much so. It feels like it feels it's like divisive, but it's like it's not so much that you lean more one way or another. I feel like it's both. I hate it and I love it.
Right, yeah, you can feel both of those feelings about it at the same time. It elicits both. Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's the same feeling as where something is so bad that it's good that you love it. Like, it's not a Manos, right?
No, it's not quite to that level. I don't know. I want to see where this is going.
How's it gonna shake out?
Yeah. Are they gonna stick the landing?
We'll see. But it's funny because, the Horseman stuff, at least when we do get glimpses of it and things happening, there's some interesting shots. I don't think it's totally incompetent. But, obviously, this is, I think for a lot of the people involved in this movie, this was kind of an early project. So I think they probably felt like they could have done better work. And I think one of the most interesting examples of that is the DP for this film, a man named Henning Schellerup, who was actually a Danish immigrant. He hadn't had a name. He immigrated in the 50s, and kind of like our director Kurtman started out, I think, in I don't know if it's like straight up porn. It was more soft than what like Kurtman was doing. But he kind of started off a little more in the adult film industry and exploitation films, and then kind of got more into horror movies, and so has and worked a lot with like the same directors. So there's a director named John Hayes who he worked with a few times. We've seen he didn't work with John Hayes on this movie, but we've seen the John Hayes movie Into the World. That was the one where Christopher Lee was the alien.
Oh, that sounded familiar.
Right. So Shell Rupp wasn't involved in that film, but he did work with that director on many of his other movies. Another director that he collaborated with regularly was Charles Sellier Jr., who we talked about last season during the Summer of Schlock whenever we watched The Mysterious Monsters. Because The Mysterious Monsters was a documentary produced by Schick Sun Classics. Remember, the Razor Company bought this film production company. They released a lot of like docudramas and like the kind of stuff that's popular now on History Channel. Before that was a thing, they were releasing these movies in theaters.
Talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, the Loch Ness Monster, or like Lincoln assassination conspiracy theory movie, or they did all these like kind of based on it was like docudrama movies they were releasing to theaters that made millions of dollars. We talked about them extensively when we watched The Mysterious Monsters. But what is absolutely, I didn't know this, I didn't realize this, but the DP of tonight's movie, Henning Schellerup, directed a good number of those Schick Sun classic documentaries, including Beyond and Back, which is about people who have had near-death experiences and live to tell the tale, and the fact that there's an afterlife. And we saw the trailer for that when we watched Mysterious Monsters. We're going to see that trailer again because I didn't know he directed that. He also directed In Search of Historic Jesus, which is another Sun Schick classic documentary, Schick Sun classic. And this is just like a short, like 30-second TV spot, but it's absurd. And the Jesus looks like so low rent. Like the beard is so fake. It is so hilarious, dude. It cracks me up. And it's like, the ancient Native American legend's tale of a white man who visited the tribes, and they say this was Jesus. Ancient astronaut theorists. It's very much like cut from that same cloth. Like, and you wonder why that's popular now. So yeah, we're also going to see the spot for that as well. And then the most crazy thing in his filmography, to me personally, because of what we're watching tonight, is the last, and it's another TV spot we're gonna see. He actually circled back around and directed a straight adaptation of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow as a 1980 TV film entitled The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, starring one a little actor, maybe you've heard of him, Mr. Jeff Goldblum as Ichabod Crane. This is an early Jeff Goldblum role. And Meg Foster, I guess she plays Katrina Van Tassel, and then Dick Butkus as Brom Bones. So I think he was an NFL player turned actor. He was one of those guys with a name like Dick Butkus.
I can watch that. I love me some Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I mean, come on, great Ichabod. Young Jeff Goldblum. It's perfect Ichabod casting, right? Right. They got it spot on. So that's the last one we're gonna see, and that's a lot of fun. Even just that teaser, because the start of the teaser itself is insane because of the. It's like, I guess it premiered as like a Halloween special, but it was like introduced by a very improbable hosting team. So you'll see it. It's a ridiculous teaser. So it's funny, and he's not the only person involved in tonight's film who circled back around and worked on that movie as well. So we'll talk about that later. It's wild the way that earlier in your career you can do a really kind of not great Headless Horseman movie, and then later on, you know what, I have experience with these, and I'm going to do a better one.
We're going to cut all the hippies out.
Yeah, you know what, this movie doesn't need hippies. But yeah, that's probably a good call. So we're going to get these 3 trailers from our DP turned director, Henning Schellerup, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of Curse of the Headless Horseman. So stick around. We will be right back.
May 10th, 1975. Dan Wilson was about to enter a realm from which very few persons have ever returned. He was about to die. Though pronounced clinically dead, Wilson miraculously recovered and was able to tell about the experience. Someday, like Dan Wilson, we are all going to die. What will it be like? Is there life after death? Is there a heaven? How does it feel to die? What happens at the moment of death? Some people believe that the spirit leaves the body on a voyage into the unknown. But where does the spirit go? Until now, no one really knew. Death has always been the final mystery. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Plato searched for the key to the unknown. In 1918, a young ambulance driver named Ernest Hemingway suffered a temporary death on the battlefield and miraculously recovered to write about it. And in 1975, Byron Temple fell from a 4-story building and was pronounced clinically dead. Yet he was revived to tell of his fantastic experience. On August 4th, 1943, Paul Kelly died of pneumonia. He left his body and for a time wandered through the hospital until he was brought back to life. On December 14th, 1964, Anne Fleck died. Suddenly, she was outside her body looking down on the scene below. Later, she could recount in detail events which happened in the room while she was pronounced clinically dead. What happened during the fateful minutes these people spent in the world beyond? Now comes the startling new motion picture, Beyond and Back. You'll meet people who have actually suffered a temporary death. Some say they've met Christ. Others simply floated in a peaceful darkness. And there are those who claim they visited another dimension. But in all cases, it was an unforgettable experience, and these people say they no longer fear the hereafter. Now you'll be able to decide for yourself if there is life after death. It's an exciting experience for the whole family. Don't miss Beyond and Back from Sun Classic Pictures.
It has survived a devastating flood and a great fire. It's called the Sacred Shroud of Turin and is claimed to be the burial cloth of Jesus. It's miraculously imprinted with the image of a man, believed to be that of Jesus Christ. Modern scientists have recently examined the Sacred Shroud and have discovered startling new proof about the man called the Son of God. You'll find amazing answers in this fascinating new motion picture based on the best-selling book, In Search of Historic Jesus. Old legends say the Algonquin Indians were visited by a bearded white man, a healer and teacher who spoke of one God. They called him Jesus. There are similar stories from around the world. Find out what new facts and evidence have been uncovered about the most controversial question of all time. See In Search of Historic Jesus, rated G.
Coming soon to theaters and drive-ins throughout the Sacramento viewing area for a limited engagement. Watch for this ad.
Gary Coleman and Steve Allen host a Halloween classic, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Has anyone in here actually ever seen a ghost?
The local school teacher doesn't believe in ghosts until...
It was a Headless Horseman. Did you see him?
A world premiere Halloween, Friday on NBC.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for 3 films from our DP tonight, Henning Schellerup. And yes, you gotta love the In Search of Historic Jesus and the Legend. The narration in both of those trailers is peak, right? It's
Very
like
good, very
top form, like 80s narration. So a lot of fun there. And yeah, I mean, again, Schellerup, like the first 2, no, all those movies were made for the same company. And you know, he got involved with that company through working with Charles Sellier Jr. You know, one of the other things that they worked on that we talked about when we watched The Mysterious Monsters was The Life and Times of Grizzly Adams, which they made as a movie and a TV show. Schellerup worked on that. But he also, you know, he did other just straight up movies. He did Sasquatch, which is actually a lost Bigfoot film.
The Sasquatch?
Yeah, Sasquatch. There's like trailers for it and stuff that you can find, but nobody's been able to actually find. It's a 70s movie. Nobody's been able to find it. Kiss of the Tarantula, which is a 70s horror movie. A later movie called Berserker, which he's also credited as a writer on. I guess being a Dane, you know, you're like, okay, you're not doing this right. Let me try to... You're gonna have a berserker killer. This is how you should do it. And then I think he also was the DP on Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is the, you know, movie that it like set off a firestorm. But like Sellier Jr. was the director, but I think when we talked about that before, we learned that Sellier Jr. couldn't direct the more violent scenes in the movie, and so I think Schellerup actually directed the violent scenes in Silent Night, Deadly Night. So yeah, just kind of a weird, you know, kind of a funny career that this DP went on to have. You know, directing and then being involved with this one company that made a lot of crazy stuff throughout the 70s and 80s. So, and then also the guy that did the special effects on tonight's episode, Harry Woolman, also worked on the 1980 version of Legend of Sleepy Hollow with Goldblum. So he wanted a redo as well, I guess. It's like, I can do better. I can do better effects. And that guy did like a lot of effects. He did the Slime People, The Mummy and the Curse of the Jackals, Bigfoot, 1970, Dolomite, End of the World, which we've already talked about, Massacre Mafia Style, Evil Speak, and you know, again, redo with Sleepy Hollow. So yeah, so I mean, again, when you look into the filmography, you find that the people involved with this movie actually went on to do other things afterwards, or, you know, had like decent enough careers, or were involved in other horror movies at least. So
always loved that. We've had that before on the show, the little kind of whatever low budget film that somehow started a like very storied career for, you know, quite a few people.
Exactly. It's crazy how it works out, but
Welcome Ty.
Ty in the house. Happy Halloween. We go ahead and celebrate it now. I mean, the pumpkin, you know, it's all out.
Yeah, you're here just in time for hopefully some more Headless Horseman action.
I think so. I mean, at this point, we're getting to the final part of the movie, so we should have plenty of it.
Sears, I like your idea of us both playing Jesus.
I'm sure both of us at different times have been told how much we look like Jesus with our hair and beard combo.
I'm gonna turn water into schlocktails.
Ooh, I love that. Anything before we get into the exciting conclusion of Curse of the Headless Horseman, Evan?
Yeah, so I'm not super familiar with the source material. Is the Headless Horseman's deal that he throws blood on people?
I don't think so. Again, in the short story, I'm pretty sure, like, the only interaction in the story with the Headless Horseman is with Ichabod Crane at the end.
He gets chased by him, like in the cartoon.
Right, like in the cartoon, he gets chased by him, and that's it. And it scares Ichabod Crane off. And then he
and
disappears.
so he leaves.
And he leaves. He's never heard from him
story.
again. Yeah, like that's how the actual story
That's the legend
goes. Yeah. The other cartoon I was looking at showing, it's like he gets scared off, and then Brom Bones is marrying Katrina Von Tassel, and then the Headless Horseman interrupts the ceremony, and everybody runs away, and then Ichabod, like, its head pops up out of the costume, and he's like smiling, like looking all goofy, and that's the end. I'm glad I didn't show that one. That one would have been too racist. But yeah, I've this is such a classic story, so it's been nice to have this opportunity to delve into it. So I hope we do get more.
Yeah, maybe they can find a way to monetize this haunting. They'll be
They're fools if they don't.
They'll be the only ranch with a Headless Horseman.
And not taking advantage of it.
Why
Well,
not?
let's see what they do. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of Curse of the Headless Horseman right now.
Everyone, Mark. Everyone. You must watch everyone, for it is beginning again.
This narrator is something else.
What?
Mark just wants to wander away from the place.
Mark's not here. Come on.
No.
Come on, I got something to show you. Come on.
Oh, here's our guy.
Good guy, Headless Horseman.
What? Did he pass out? Is he hammered? Ooh, I like that. I like that cape. Oh. What is happening? She like tripping on some bad drugs?
Might slip some peyote into the punch bowl.
I don't know, Scott. I kind of like the wide-angle lens. It's fun. Oh, shit. It's getting all trippy up in here. Jack in the house. Welcome, Jack. You're right. Is he throwing? Is he doing it with his sword? How is he throwing these?
Is the blood coming from his head?
Oh, I guess that
it
makes
sounds like it's coming from
sense.
his sword, but
Ah! Hell yeah, dude. Some slow-mo. That's exactly what this movie needed. Okay.
I like that.
That's the nice shot. I think this is actually where I meant to do the breakdown.
Try as he did to save her life, he could only fail. She spoke of strange things,
No, I think that was too late.
of
That's why I
visions
decided
and
not to.
horrors she had seen. But they thought them only nightmares. Now she sleeps forever.
Is it this guy? Is he the narrator?
That's what I was thinking, possibly, but that as we keep going back and forth between hearing that character talk and hearing the narrator, I can't quite tell.
He's a tortured, poetic type.
Probably.
Are they playing on the news?
Looks like it.
Running around down there. You see him, Sandy? Watch him swing and play on the tree. Shooting each other with their toy pistols. Bleeding toy blood. While the moon stays up, they keep running around, having fun. Pretty soon there won't even be nobody left. Won't even be nobody to say bang, bang.
Wayne in the house. Welcome, Wayne. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Boy, sure isn't any game anymore.
Look at the old geezer just sitting up there glaring at us.
I think he wants to get rid of us.
It's a super generation gap. Yeah, but you know what? Tom and Bob watched him all night, and he never left his shack.
Oh, yeah,
Bob
well,
and Tom?
What does that mean? He could have had one of his old friends do it for him. Maybe the Indian with the whip, maybe.
Could have been any of those old timers, man. For all we know, they may all be in on this. Wow, you really know how to ease the tension around here, don't you?
Hey, somebody has to take an inventory or something.
Oh, come on.
Hey, some of the kids already left. Besides, who do we have to shoot this thing? Hey, where's John?
Listen, that was
What are
his
they talking?
check.
Take inventory, shoot this thing? What are they talking
The last time I saw him, he was up walking around the hills looking like a lost dog. Kind of blames himself. He was the one that gave her the acid.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll forget about the rehearsal tonight, and we'll take up positions around here and keep an eye out for whoever or whatever that thing is out there. Okay?
Yeah.
So they are. So acid was taken.
We've all agreed that.
That's
We'll stay out
crazy.
here all night until we catch this character.
Must have
One
missed
man's
that.
been shot. An accident, maybe, I don't know.
Now I just
But he
need
did
one
cause
more
a girl to
movie
die,
with
and we're
acid,
gonna
and I
get
can do an acid triple
Sandy, you
feature.
stay up there.
The Saturday Night
Blackie,
Shock.
you get in the wagon. You'll get in the Indian hut. Got it. And please, try to stay awake. Bob, you come with me. You guys all set?
We're ready.
Okay, you go up there by the saloon. You get up there on the hill. Joe, you go around there by the fence and you go with him. Make sure he doesn't go to sleep. Come on, me, Bob.
We got some cowboys out here. Some real men. It's about time we got the whistling back in the mix. Like you said, there was a spaghetti western feel at one point.
Right. Well, when we started, I did not expect them to go this heavy
into the western
territory.
So when I was like, when I remembered I had this shirt, I was like, oh hell yeah, this is perfect. I've got a cowboy horror movie shirt.
You can do it, Alana.
Come on,
Stay
Alana.
away.
We're almost there. We're not far. You can do it. We believe in you.
Imagine being chased by a haunted, a headless horseman.
Under the tamal moon.
Crickets got louder.
You're scared.
Hell yeah, dude. What?
Right there. And would you look at this? Look at what we got here.
What?
Jinkies.
You like the brace? Don't move. Just kind of stay still. Get it off. Good
That
old
was really
Johnny, huh?
gracefully
Artie,
done.
go call the police. Tom, see if you can find a place where we can keep him. And Bob, see if you can tell the girls about it, huh? We got the Headless Horseman.
We got the Headless Horseman.
Got him dead to rights.
Him and his acid wash jeans.
Uh-oh, they don't have him.
Interesting.
It was you that made my baby trip out on an acid.
Who would have thought that the hippie cult at this Wild West town would have a nut in the mix?
Well, you know, these type of things always end so well.
Oh shit, is he gonna save the day now? Oh shit. The guy's got some pipes. Had some pipes. Oh shit. Dude, I would not want to get whipped by like someone that knew how to use a whip could like catch my leg or something. Fuck that.
Getting away. He's got a whole town.
They're
How's he gonna
right
do?
there. He ain't getting away. Oh fuck! They're gonna beat the shit out of him. Should have seen that come from a mile away.
Cowboy justice.
They gonna string him up?
Bring him up. Drag him back down.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right, man. No concussion. Just take a couple of aspirin and get some sleep tonight.
Something better do some good.
Hey, how'd you all get into that scuffle out there?
I was holding a gun on him, man. I got too close. I grabbed it, forgot it. Pow!
Bellman, on the floor.
On the floor! You better stay there, because I owe you one, baby.
Flash LaRue. So there was some exploitation filmmaker that worked with Flash LaRue. Maybe Al Adamson. I'm not sure. I know the name Flash.
And it wasn't me, it was that crazy old caretaker dude. He got my chicks ripped off on acid. He's going around killing all these people. He's running around in the hills at night spooking people with his head off, man. And you know why? Because it's gold here.
Gold?
Here?
It's so full of it. It's gold, I'm telling you, I found it.
John, he tells that all the time, man. It's been attracting a lot of tourists around here.
Mark, I saw it. I found it.
There were some locations of some pretty rich gold ore deposits in this area.
That's because they used to salt this property and sell it to the people from back east that didn't know any better.
Mark, I'm sharper than that. I'm telling you, it's real gold, man.
I don't understand any of you. People have been hurt. People have been killed. And the police are on their way. And you're talking about gold.
Gold. Oh, Mark, wouldn't it be great if we could find gold?
And diamonds and emeralds and pearls.
Oh, and then if we're rich, well, then the lawyers will be happy.
No such luck, honey.
Well, why not? If we find gold, then that proves the place is a success.
Yeah,
Wayne,
so.
I'm not sure
I'm
what the
afraid
answer to
the
that
attorneys
is.
interpret it just a little bit different. It states in my uncle's will that this place must make a profit as a tourist attraction. There's nothing in it about mineral rights. Hey, how would you like to go to town?
I think that might have had the same DP as
Where to, Dad?
tonight's movie.
Courthouse.
right?
About John?
No?
Hitting
See about a
shoulder.
license I need. Now, honey, I know this sounds morbid to you, but now that John's been arrested and we finally see an end to all this, this place is going to be front headlines. It's going to draw a whole flock of tourists. You know, the kind that want to see where the body was laid at and how the guy was killed, you know.
True
I know
crime
it's all-
angle.
they're getting
Okay,
it.
hell yeah.
And that would mean that we've made it, honey. And then we can finally get that marriage license.
Wow, we can totally capitalize on this murder,
Nice.
and then we can get
Now,
married.
when I kid a nice kid like you.
You ready? Here they come! It's the first time the best man ever had to stand outside a church for a wedding.
Thank you, Reverend. Thank you.
Woo! Is that it? Are we at the end? That what they didn't solve the mystery, did they?
It was.
Was that him? I swear there was a horseman.
got back. Yeah, wait for a couple hours, man. When this place starts filling up with tourists, watch him flip.
We ought to tell them about that kooky old French lady that came back.
The one that wanted us to do a show reenacting a murders affair?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the varieties of paradise of the macabre. Oh, we
On second thought, maybe we ought not to tell them.
Hey, where are them old married couple anyway?
Well, Brenda's out back somewhere, and Mark's off talking to Randy.
They want me to testify.
Well, you had to expect that.
Yeah, I know, but I can't testify against a buddy. I mean, John's a really weird dude and all that, but I've never known him to deliberately hurt anyone.
I know, Randy, but they caught him in that horseman outfit.
I did, but he says he found the horse wandering around in the hills. And you gotta believe that, because, well, where else would John get a horse?
John's got all sorts of connections, man. You know that. What about when he thought he found the gold here? He tried to buy the place from me.
Oh, yeah? Well, anyways, I just gotta say I recognize the horse, but I can't say it was John.
And you can't say that it wasn't.
Look, Doc, what am I gonna do? I don't want to be the one to hang him.
Of course you don't, man, but there's only one thing you can do. You've got to answer all of their questions. You've got to.
The thing that bothers me, the first night we saw the horse when Randy saw it, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Well, Tom was bedded down with us that night, so it couldn't be him. That's right. And remember what John said about there being gold here?
Yeah.
Well, just suppose there really was gold on this property. And that would give someone a very good reason to do almost anything to get his hands on it, wouldn't it?
Like publicity. Like Mark was saying the other day about all the curiosity seekers and the morbid types to be pouring into this place on weekends.
And they have. You know, something's very wrong here.
Yeah. You know, when all the others were found, they had blood spattered on them. But when John was caught, there was no blood with him.
Now, hang on. Let's figure all the angles first. Then we'll check with Mark, all right?
Yeah. Come on, Tom.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Sandy.
I just wanted to check with you. I'm going up in the canyon to check for rattlesnakes.
Okay, good.
I'm going to the canyon to check for rattlesnakes?
Okay.
Hey, Mark, we want to talk to you.
Okay.
As one does.
I guess.
The night Lydia was killed, you took off and left us in that old saloon. Where did you go?
Well, I told you I went with the authorities into town.
I called to talk to you. You were never there.
Well, I didn't exactly go all the way into town with him.
What about the night Randy saw the horseman? He was looking all over for you to tell you about it. You never did explain where you were at that time.
Sounds like you all are saying that...
We just want to know, man.
What about this business about the gold? You told us you grew up here. If there were any gold around here, you'd probably know about it.
Gold here? Hey, who ever heard of gold in Southern California?
The United States Assay Office. 85% of the gold deposits discovered here are still under the ground.
The night Lydia was run over, there was a lot of excitement around here. People yelling, running around, looking for you, Mark. Thinking she might still be alive.
Who is
Thinking you
this
might be able
guy?
to
I don't
help.
remember seeing this guy at
It
all
was at least
up
15
to
minutes
this
before
point.
you showed up. Now, where were you?
Now, I told you...
No, you didn't tell us.
Now, wait a minute. It sounds like you're trying to accuse me.
Should we?
No! Now, just cut it out, man, before I do get mad. You know, I don't have to put up with any of you bums around here.
Oh, is that what we are?
Well, just stay out of my way, okay?
Yeah, he's letting
Are we
you
in your
live
way,
there
Mark?
rent-free.
How are
You're
we in
definitely
your way?
wrong.
Stop it. Don't pull it! Just cut it out and get out of here!
Mark, all these people have been splattered with real blood. Now, who but a doctor would have access to so much blood?
Now, give us some answers, Mark.
Blood.
Okay, yeah, there is gold around here. There's a lot of gold around here. I found it when I was a kid. And I've been waiting a long time for that old man to die. Watching all those old cronies hanging around here. You know, some of them used to be prospectors. I was always waiting, worrying whether they would find my gold before the old man kicked off.
Oh, Mark, 3 people are dead. Why?
I had to have this place. I went through hell waiting for that old man to die.
By killing people?
I didn't mean to kill them. They were all just accidents, man. It happened that way.
They weren't killed, Mark.
It was Mark.
It wasn't supposed to happen that way. They were just accidents.
I'm going for the police.
No, stop! Hey! I said stop!
He's killing you, dude.
I gotta get another gun. You killed my brother. I'm getting one with no flank.
We're just finding out that someone is someone else's brother. I've never heard that up to this point, right?
What happened? Another accident. It's Mark. He's showing us. Mark? Don't go out. Stop! Mark!
You're
It's
dead.
Stanley, Mark!
You're dead.
We're your friends! I'm your friend! Mark! Put down the gun! Give me the gun, Mark. Everything is gonna be all right.
What? Yeah, you can kill this guy. I don't like that.
He killed me.
He killed me. Why did he wait? Why did he put his gun down and let him kill that dude? That was a choice. Holy fuck, dude.
God is man.
Why?
It may
Why?
now
I
begin
don't
again.
understand that.
Mark will ride with the horsemen, and the curse will begin again. When next the Tamao moon rises, they will speak of this as a ghost town that is offered for sale. The curious will come to see where it all happened, and there is a buyer anxious to greet the paying customers. He will walk in the moonlight. It will begin again. It will begin again. It will begin
again.
It will begin again. It will begin again. It will begin again.
Thanks, John Kirkland.
Oh, sorry. No, Leonard Kirk. Leonard Kirkman.
Leonard Kirkman.
Writer, director, producer extraordinaire. Yeah, my goodness gracious. Wolf. That's my first thing I can say. Wolf. A trip, yes, without a doubt. Well, that was Curse of the Headless Horseman. What did we think, Evan?
I feel like the idea behind this movie was something like they thought, you know what, Sleepy Hollow and Westerns have in common? Horses. So let's just put those two things together, and that's kind of about as far as they got.
Yeah, that like legitimately as far as they got, because it doesn't even check out. It's just a ruse. It's just all right? Like,
right, yeah.
We're hearing about this legend from this narrator, but like that's not really part of the story. What there is of a story, you know, like they're all there hanging out, and then people start dying, and then this one guy is pretending to be a headless horseman, but it's actually our main character who is the killer. I mean, that's the movie in a nutshell.
It is, yeah.
I mean, that's just not where I was expecting it to go. Like, I was enjoying it more until that. I can say I'm not the biggest fan of where it went with its twists and ending.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, again, it's admirable to try to misdirect us to the point that
the Headless Horseman angle just feels so odd for it's so silly.
So it's kind of, yeah, I mean, if you're not gonna do it up legitimately, you're just kind of underutilizing it, which has that's how it feels here.
Scooby-Doo.
Right. It was really just a Scooby-Doo device of, oh, there's this monster running around. Oh, but actually it's just this guy who wants to make sure that he can, you know,
scare off you meddling kids.
We've seen it before. We know how it plays out. This is a horror movie. Give us some real supernatural shit. Don't take the easy way out. What can you do? It is par for the course with some of these 70s movies. But, again, like we said earlier, any excuse to talk about the Sleepy Hollow tale. And I think that it was a fair, you know, obviously that just whole idea of a headless horseman factored into the story. But, I mean, again, obviously just for a ruse. But significant enough to garner our attention and delving into the story, which, again, you know, now that you've learned a little more about it, maybe you'll seek it out. I feel like I need to seek it out again and reread it. So this is just kind of a classic of American literature. So even though this wasn't a straight adaptation, it's a good reminder that there's this classic story out there that is perfect for fall time, and maybe I should reread it. So we'll see. Will I? Won't I? I don't know. So I'll have to stay tuned throughout the rest of Shocktober to find out. But yeah, that was our 7th film of Shocktober season 15, and now we'll have.
Gosh, yeah, not too many left.
No, you're right. We'll have one more individual film and then the double feature. So yeah, it's coming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
That's how we normally do these seasons. Yeah.
Halloween is gonna be.
Halloween's gonna be
really different. Very
special since it falls on a Friday. We're to be having a Stream Halloween Bonanza. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And again, I mean, just all Shocktober long. You can join us, but we really appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Of course, Kathy, Sears, Alana, Scott, James, William, Ty, Jack. I know we've had so many. Sally, I think, popped in here real quick. Wayne.
Yeah, Sally's been here.
Sal's been here. Thomas, Tom, everybody's popped in at some points. I've already said Scott. James, I've already said James. And I know Alana. Alana always sends me an email to let me know who's been chatting, which I really appreciate. Let me open that, make sure I don't miss anybody. William, Thomas, Kathy, James, Sears, Tom, Sally, B, Scott, Ty, Jack, anybody else. Hope you enjoyed our presentation of The Curse of the Headless Horseman. And again, plenty of great stuff the rest of this Shocktober. Tomorrow night, we've got a Masters of Horror triple feature up for you. A little, not just 3. We've got 4 Masters of Horror. The first film, Horror Express, Peter Cush and Christopher Lee. So you got a combo there. And then we've got The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. And then The Ghoul with Boris Karloff. So another great Saturday night shocker. We've got plenty more lined up for you. And then, like Evan said, we've got we're going to have our big Halloween special, which, again, if you want to record a shout out to give to all the Screamstream family, then you can send that to our email, screamstreamshow@gmail.com. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we want to involve everybody. Even we're not going to be live. Again, I preface that. It's not live. We're pre-recording. So if you want to send us your pre-recorded message to give out to everybody on this happy Halloween, you've got plenty of time to do that. So please do. It's just going to make it that much more special. So we're very much looking forward to that and the rest of what Shocktober has to offer. So, and of course, we're going to be wrapping up our mini-sodes soon enough. With
yeah, that's right. What episode are we on? Of Riverboat.
We'll be on 9 and 10 next week.
Is it a 12-parter?
It's a 13-parter.
Ooh, spooky.
So my thought, originally I thought about doing 11 and 12 and then 13 the last Thursday of October. But I'm wondering if maybe last Thursday of October, it's Halloween Eve. Should we do something a little more horrific than Mystery of the Riverboat? One chapter of the Mystery of the Riverboat, if we can just put that in with the other 2.
I mean, if you have something you feel is more appropriate, why not?
I can always dig something up. Yeah, that's always the thing, like, as we start getting later in these seasons, especially Shocktober, the pressure's on. I want to deliver a good Shocktober, so I'm always trying to find something spooky, something creepy. That was why, of course, Evan celebrating his wife's birthday last night. I was like, okay, well, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. We haven't had anything Alfred Hitchcock. That'll be like a nice, new, different thing for everybody to enjoy. So I think I can find something like that for the last Thursday. I've thought about, do you remember, I think it was last year we were watching Tales of Tomorrow. There was an episode called All Hallows Eve. And it was like the night before Halloween. And the original story was like, I think it was actually, may have been Dickens, maybe not, but it was like, original story took place like the night before Christmas, and then this episode makes it the night before Halloween. You could definitely tell it's like Christmas because like the kids are like acting like it's Christmas. So
jolly.
But we love a jolly Halloween, so it's like, so I've thought about rebroadcasting that, but I can dig out something new too. So we'll develop that, and of course next week we'll have a again, our last single feature of the season. And I was debating about it, but I'm going to go with my original choice, which is more regional than tonight's film. Tonight's film is still in California, still using people that would go on to be in the business. So we're getting very regional next week. And, I like to get a haunted house film during this time of year if I can. So next week's film is a 1963, I believe it's Pennsylvania production entitled House of Dreams, which again, it sounds, that sounds kind of ambiguous, but it is very atmospheric and very I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen clips of it, and it's just there's something about it.
Sounds dreamy.
It's dreamy, right? I don't know if you remember last year during Shocktober, we watched Ghosts of Hanley House, which was also actually shot in California, so not quite regional, but there was just a weird kind of like almost homemade found footagey quality to it.
Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
So this is like that, but being out of Philadelphia, or not Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's Philadelphia. I don't know where in Pennsylvania, but just being a regional film out of somewhere now, not California, it's like, all right, well, this will have a vibe. So this should be fun. It's going to be a little arty, which that was my other like hesitant thing about it, because for our finale, one of those films is going to be kind of arty, but it'll be good. It's going to be a great finale. Like, it's spot on. But this last film, it's I don't know. It's just so intriguing to me. I'm excited to see it. So you can join us next Friday at 9 p.m. for that. And yeah, I mean, we're just enjoying the rest of Shocktober. But we really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, hanging out as always. And yeah, anything else before we sign off tonight, Evan?
So I feel like if you're gonna do a Western Sleepy Hollow Headless Horseman, you're not gonna do the pumpkin. Why not do like a cactus or something?
Ooh,
Cactus
head.
Yeah,
oh,
cactus
that's
head.
unique, dude. I like that.
There you go.
Look at Evan just coming up with new monsters. Boom. Done.
Cactus head. It's mine. Nobody take it.
Copyright Evan Sink 2025. Until next week. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good fright.